And then when I saw that 421 mile, he didn't even feel it.
Wow.
There will never be a race quite like the 2023 Chicago Marathon ever again. So in the first of the two fall World Marathon majors hosted in the U.S., one being Chicago and the other being New York City, Chicago is, unlike NYC, a fast and flat course. Although the weather could be somewhat unpredictable, with conditions ranging from frigid to hot to just about everything in between. But outside of the race course and conditions, the special thing about the 2023 edition of the Chicago Marathon was that it would really welcome a new legendary performance in the sport. And tragically, it would be the final exclamation point for a runner that won this race in a way we've never quite seen before. The name Kelvin Kiptum was virtually unknown to the distance running world just a few years ago. However, he became one of the greatest marathon talents we've ever seen, perhaps the greatest marathon talent we've ever seen, all kicked off by his incredible sub-202 debut marathon in Valencia.
23-year-old Kenyan, look out for this name.
Clocking a time of 2:01:51, Kiptum, at just 23 years old, pulled off a surprise victory with a strong native split over the final half of the race, including a 14 flat 5-day stretch from 30 to 35K, followed by 14:05 between 35 and 40K. An absolutely monstrous run for his debut. Yes, debut marathon, taking down some big names, including 2022 World Marathon champion Tamarat Tola. Yet Kiptum wasn't done just yet. He'd select London Marathon, which always boasts some of the strongest fields in the world. And what he did there was, again, just absolutely awe-inspiring. Employing a native split strategy, Kiptum broke away from the lead pack and began to hammer the race again with an astonishing 13:49 split at 35K, followed by a 14:01 at 40K, coming close to Eliud Kipchoge's world record in what was a slower, rainy day in London. Something absolutely incredible. And at that point, the greatest marathon performance we've ever seen, in my opinion. Yes, Kipchoge had run faster, but the conditions Kiptum dealt with on that day, and just seeing him sprint for the finish like this was one of the greatest, most shocking things the running world has ever seen. Kiptum proved he was not a fluke. He was for real. 2 sub-202 marathons to start off his career. One merely being the world record was so unprecedented that I think we all knew he could go faster and go after that world record, and a sub-201 time.
Surely we are looking at a man that could challenge that world record of Eliud Kipchoge's.
Was there a little bit more in the tank? Well, we'll find out the next time this man lines up over a marathon.
What I truly love about watching Kiptum is the pure efficiency in his stride. Just not much knee lift or wasted energy in vertical oscillation, gliding over ground with smooth, ruthless efficiency. Riding great momentum, Kiptum decided his third marathon would be Chicago Marathon. A fast, flat course, Chicago is usually pretty fast if the temperatures are right. And the 2023 edition of the race featured near perfect temperatures for running. The fields at Chicago aren't always the most stacked, with a lot of competition, including the marathon legend Kipchoge going for Berlin, and New York also taking some big names. But Chicago still had some guys that looked to challenge Kiptum and ask him if he could pull off an extraordinary third win in a row, and that included defending Chicago champ Vincent Kipruto. However, Kiptum would show no fear, as he didn't wait around to hang with the lead pack this time. With his pacemaker and a brave competitor in Daniel Mcteco running alongside him, Kiptum charged ahead to hit 10K at world record pace. With a halfway split of 1 hour 48 seconds, Kiptum was falling off world record pace a bit, but he'd be gearing up for a big finish. And what we witnessed next goes beyond even his Valencia and London performances. With a 13:51 5/5 split, yes, 13:51, Kiptum ran a final 5/5 split of 14:01 and snatched the final 2.2-ish kilometers, running a time that knocked 34 seconds off Kipchoge's world record, the first sub-2:01 marathon in history, in a time that still is just astonishing to look at.
He's waving to the crowd, kisses. An amazing effort by Kelvin Kiptum.
We never really expected to see such a fast time in a real race so soon, a time that I don't think was taken for a while. One of the most extraordinary, incredible performances, both from how it was done and how it's ranked in terms of world athletics points. It was a performance that shocked the entire world, taking down the 2:01 barrier in a way many people did not think was possible in a modern race. And it may be a very long time before we see a performance like that ever happen again. There's never been quite a runner that's burst onto the marathon scene like Kiptum, but unfortunately for the world, he's no longer with us, and we never got to see what was likely a sub-2-hour race that he was planning in Rotterdam 2024. Yet his legend will always live on with how he's told the entire world in his third marathon performance that he was the greatest marathon talent we've ever seen, the world's best marathon runner for that period of time, and someone we will never forget. If you enjoy live coverage like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. See you in the next one.